I would like to welcome everyone to the first publicly available AMA sessions of Seasons. We are here happy to announce all news to talk about the past, the present, and the future. And actually starting to dig in, I just had to look myself, how long are we live already? I remembered obviously December 9th. It was the day the baby was born, but I calculated back. So it's already 7 weeks and 1 day. Oh no, almost 7 weeks. Actually, I think it's tomorrow. It's going to be 7 weeks. So it feels, on one hand, it feels like a lifetime. And on the other hand, it feels like as if we have been in for 3 days only. I am still super excited. I love what we have achieved. I think we can all be very proud, and we are very happy to share everything with our community together, because without a community, Seasons wouldn't be where we are today. And I can happily announce that we have already more than 263 active nodes on our network, and that we are having more than 3,000 holders in just 7 weeks. So I think this is a great milestone to actually kick off with this series of our AMA sessions. And I would actually like to give the word now to Andrzej Dedowski, who is our CEO and founder of Seasons. And what would you like to share to kick off this call?
Why you gotta say my name like that? Just say my name like normal. My name is Andre. She went, my name is Andre. Hello.
Давай по новой, Миша, все хуйня.
I got the German accent and I went like, Andre.
I will share this.
All right, okay, guys. No, yes. So, as Caroline, our beautiful and very capable Chief Communications Officer, or CCO, has just articulated, we have been alive for 7 weeks. And whenever you're building something, time dilates. Sometimes it feels like it's shorter. Sometimes it feels like it's longer. But that's the process of creating something that has not been around before. So Seasons actually started off from a problem that everybody, all of us here on the call, we're all crypto natives. We come from the crypto economy. And one of the problems all of us have faced is some kind of consistent, reliable asset. There's been a lot of hypothesizing, a lot of speculation, a lot of dependence on price. So in solving our own problem, we were able to create an instrument in the form of Seasons that solves multiple problems, removes our dependence on price, so we can actually sleep comfortably at night knowing that something is actually doing work for us. And at the same time, we don't have to be checking our phones every 24/7, 365. Is it up? Is it down? We actually know how things are being built and how things are moving underneath the hood is most important. So the team that came together are all people like from the crypto industry, from our incredible Wizard of Oz designer, Yuri, our chief legal officer, Pavel, and the maestro who's actually creating all the content for you, Chelsea. We all play different roles. We all come together and we all try to keep it light, fun, because when you're building something on this caliber, sometimes it gets a little too heavy. Now, Caro said a key point that'll probably be perfect to hand things over with is, without the community that we have put in place so far, Seasons wouldn't be what it is. And at the same time, Seasons is something so much greater than your typical crypto community product. And on that note, I will hand this microphone over to our chief legal officer and financier, Pavel Klachko. He's not in his chateau today, so you have to forgive him.
Yes, thank you so much. So I want to add a couple of words, and I remember this time when Caroline just called me, and was the August 2025, and so we are finally decide to meet together, three of us in Germany, and I will always remember this time when we decide to run this project, and that was really incredible time. We brainstormed in a couple of days, and it starts from a pizza. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember those pizza pictures? Because there is we associate our first vision Seasons as the first Seasons, the pizza, and so 3 months later, even less. So we really delivers, and we run this project. So I'm very excited about it. And yeah, as Andre said, our vision is to build real fintech company and that uh, using a blockchain rails. So um, and I just received a couple of questions from our community. One of them asked, "Why did you build seasons and what motivates you?" So there is my favorite part because me personally, I had a dream to build. Andre knows about it. To build a product company. So and now I'm very happy because it's something that that's really yours. I love what I'm doing. So and this is the main thing that motivates me personally. And yeah, we are here right now. We uh, close already the uh, few very important milestones. I'm very happy about it. So I'm very happy about it. Our team. So we are startup. We have a small team right now, but I love how we all communicate together. So we every day we are can be creative. So we have a lot of work and I love it. So we build every day and I believe we continue to do it.
Uh,
Yeah. So now, if you guys want to add something, please,
yeah,
I pass on
I I would like to add
to
quickly because thanks for bringing us actually back in time. As I said in the beginning, let's talk about the past, the present, and the future. I remember that as well as if it has been yesterday. And it reminded me actually, I'm such a not very patient person. So sometimes I think it doesn't go quick enough. But oh, wow, we have been so quick because, yes, in August we were sitting together. It's not even a year ago. It's basically half a year ago. We were sitting there doing drawings on pieces of paper on how to structure, who to get in, where to do it, how to do it. And now we are here and not anymore Four Seasons pizza, because I remember that as well, that I made a sticker out of that Four Seasons pizza into like neon colors, which I used. And now we have turned into this real cool product where you said, yes, it's a real product. And that feels absolutely great. Just to touch quickly on what motivated me most is that I personally, and I still have it, it happens to me every day, since I'm part of different exchanges, I still get pop like announcements coming into my phone. The market is down, 5% down, Ethereum is down, this is up, this is down. And usually it made me crazy. And I opened up instantly Coin Market Cap to see what's going on with my portfolio. And now I still have those pop-ups coming in. I should deactivate them, but I have them in and I'm relaxed. And I say, well, it actually doesn't matter because on seasons, it just doesn't matter what the market does because we do not depend on markets in that case. So that feels very great. And now I would like to actually dive into, since we spoke about the evolvement of the product, Yuri, you have been such a big part of it. And you turned seasons from a pizza into something incredible, beautiful. And I would like to know actually, and the community, how is it for you to actually get the idea of the founders and turn it into something tangible? And you have done such a great job. And yeah, I would like to give you the mic on that one.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, community. For first of all, sorry for any misspelling in my English. I'm trying to learn to speak better and faster and not to ruin the conversation. But I want to say a few things how I get to the team. I met Pavel and Andrei a few years. I know Pavel many years. I know Andrew a few years. And it's important to me to be a part of a team with nice atmosphere, with excellent atmosphere. And here I feel it. It's important to me as a designer, as an art director in this project, the freedom of creative. That I like that I have creative freedom and I defy the overall style direction and I free to explore ideas and evolve it over the time. It's important, as I say before, creative freedom in this project. So uh, I can design that I feel. I like the colors. I like the calm of the project. I like a little science fiction in the all our mood of our style. And first of all, while the uh, season, while the weather in the team is so nice and so friendly, it's very easy, and I have more power to create a better design, more uh, deep feeling design. I'm so excited to be a part of a team and to create nice designs. It can be a post, it can be a dashboard. Never mind, it can be a pitch decks. I'm so excited to be a part of it.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much. Yeah.
we're happy that you with us, really.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Shilzi, going over to you, because you have a huge responsibility. You're writing beautiful blogs, beautiful content about seasons. How was it for you to actually dive in to understand the project? How easy is for you the flow, and what is your experience so far? What would you like to share?
Hey, yeah, thanks, Carol, and hello, everyone. So, as I figured for like all of us, I also one day in October, I think it was, or September, late September, Andre texted me. I had known him for a couple of years at that point, so he texted me that we are doing something like this. So, do you want to hop on a call? And I said sure, and we hopped on a call, and then we discussed. He told me what he's building and what we are doing, and so then I like he asked me to come on as the to handle the content and build everything on that front from like from 0 to 1 and beyond. And I asked him that, okay, give me some time to think about it. But almost immediately after the call, I kind of knew that, okay, this is something that I want to do. And I really did not have to think much about it in that way, because and since then, the more I have looked at the product more closely, and more I started talking about it, and the more I started thinking about it, now it makes even more sense. And now I look back at it, and it's totally why I know why I did not have to think about it. So, and I think one of the biggest things for me, besides what Yuri just also pointed out, that we have a very warm and supportive team, which is saying a lot actually in crypto and in the whole startup finance space. Like, things move so fast, and we move so fast. Like, in 7 weeks we have done so much, yet everyone is looking out for each other whenever we can and helping each other. So but besides that, after being in crypto for almost more than 7 years now, one of the things that strikes me the most about seasons, and I love as a creator, as a marketer, whatever, is that we have a product to work with, right? And as a creator myself, like on the content side, I have been in such places where we don't have any product. We are just selling speculative hype. And one, it is very difficult to constantly keep doing it. And also it doesn't feel very good. But when you have a real product and to talk about, that is like a superpower, I think. And so that is one of the things that gives me so much comfort, and also that drives me so much more to be able to do what we are doing, right? And of course, we have uh, such a nice and welcoming and supportive community that obviously adds to that. So yeah, that's where I stand right now.
Perfect. I don't know, Andre, do you have anything to add, or shall I dive into the questions we have received from the community?
I would probably like to add the fact Yuri's touch on transformation from the pizza, which was meant to replicate the four seasons, where seasons itself came from our own needs and stability over the course of it. Doesn't matter where, the same place we derived our slogan from, where bull or bear, we don't care. It's about finding stability. And whenever you're building stability, it's not as jazzy as some of the other crypto projects might want to be. And this all ties back together with the fact that Seasons is transforming beyond. It's not a crypto project. It is a fintech company that is building on crypto rails. It's using crypto as tools to create solutions that are otherwise not possible. We need the permissionlessness, the interoperability, and the global accessibility that's offered by this technology. And whenever we say these buzzy words, questions start coming up. And that is probably where we can start shooting them off one by one. I know we got a bunch of questions. Drop it like it's hot.
Okay, that were the first question. I think we have it already answered. Unless you don't want to, you want to add something, Andre, to this one. Why did you build Seasons, and what motivated you to start it? You want to add anything? I think Paul has covered it. I have covered it. In case there's something missing, that was the first question coming in.
The project is deeply philosophical. For anybody who goes to read the actual documentation or spends a moment appreciating how simplistic the design is, it's meant as a stand against the convolution going on in the industry. Directly in our documentation, we say anti-market maker, anti-centralized exchange, anti-cabal. This is all the very delicate subject matters that people don't know how to address because the industry is based around them. You can't launch projects, you can't start anything up because you're always dependent on these infrastructure providers. They're not infrastructure providers. They have been forced to take over industry. Seasons is purely decentralized. It all runs without the requirements of those projects. And one of the most important, the fourth element of the anti-positioning is no perpetuals. This is no liquidations, guys. Wow. Innovation, technology. Go ahead.
Question number 2. Are you happy with the results so far, or did you expect more or less? So I think I touched on that from my end. I am very, very happy with the results. I mean, the notes, the ones that are on the network already speaks for themselves. I did not have, for me personally, I didn't have any numbers of expectations for the first couple of months. We have our 26 for 2026. There you can see which expectations or the blueprint of Seasons for this year. That is on a different level. I am very happy, and I was actually thinking we might have some hiccups, which we didn't. It just runs very smoothly. And yes, we are in a very good team, and everything is just perfect as it is. And I'm very happy for all the growth there is to come. So, Andre, Paul, anything to add from your ends?
Yeah, I want to add something. I mean, personally, of course, I'm very happy and excited that I said that we run this product, we run this company. And the most important thing for me is we already got proof of concept. This is one of the most important part of each product from the first stages. So once you get it, you can move forward with confidence. So, and about expectations. So I have expectation always in my mind. I mean, I expect something bigger. I want to achieve our goals. I want to build bigger company, to bring more value. So it's always about expectations. So, but yeah, the most important part, we already run it, and we have proof of concept. So guys, yeah, so only great things ahead of us, and we just need to keep building. That's it. That's the secret.
Andre?
Am I happy with the results? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Look, I am grateful for what's in place. I have a deep amounts of gratitude that whatever is being attracted, whatever is working the way it is. There are just a couple of difficult decisions that we made as a project from start. We launched a token in December, notoriously one of the most difficult times of the year to launch, whenever there's holiday seasons, and we have to go up against this. Our momentum, the momentum that we have to build isn't just against the month, it's also a seasonal macro environment that we're working up against. So I am grateful. I am not satisfied. My expectations have not been met. We should be scaling faster. We should be getting more nodes. We should be getting more users. And I would like to see the users be a little bit more dynamic, because we are still to develop a proper data set for how everybody's behaving on the network. But as of right now, the activity is relatively muted. Where's $2 billion in trading volume on a competitors, be weary, I shall not name you, shitcoin on Solana network versus an actual working product that is chugging around, just breaking through $1 million in volume? These are two cosmically different planes, and to close that gap, I see the kind of work that has to be done, and I see the most challenging part of this journey is actually the user is bringing the users into something like this. It seems so simple and easy when you talk to higher, more sophisticated entities about what's being built. When you talk to regular users, if they don't hear 100x, they don't get it. So then my level of satisfaction is just constant self-improvement, frustration, improvement, frustration, but it's part of the process. So grateful is the only word.
Okay, that might lead to the next question. Where do you see Seasons in 5 years from now?
You guys go first.
No, you go. You are just in the flow. Do it.
Where do I see Seasons in 5 years? I'd break it down. You got a 1, 2, 5, and 10-year vision. In the 1 to 2 year vision, I see these finally materialize into two core segments of a product. The first product is serving crypto native businesses, and the second product is serving legacy users, bringing in other businesses from the outside world. 5 years down the line, this should, in my vision, become not even become this will become one of the fundamental like home names for DeFi that's used by everybody, whether it's in the crypto world or not crypto world. There's two main commercial paths this travel down. In 5 years, probably be capturing. I know I'm using percentages to measure TAM. All these buzzwords are absolutely irrelevant. It's the kind of market that we are approaching, where there's hundreds of billions of dollars trading in secure instruments that have very suboptimal returns, and we're actually chomping off not off a part of that. We're expanding that surface area. So that expansion, the growth space is enormous. That's where I see it in 5 years. And in 10 years, billions and billions and billions and billions and billions.
I'm not going to add anything to that because it's perfect.
I
Yuri,
have,
yeah.
yes, I have what to add because and Chelsea and Andre say one important thing for me. I'm happy that Seasons is a real working product, not just a concept or just a token, as almost 99% of other projects, and it's built around real activity and real yield. And the most important thing that everything we design feel meaningful for me. Yes.
That's great. And it reflects actually what I love so much about us as a team is, and I have mentioned it many times before, we don't have it that Yuri is just doing design. Shilzi is just doing content. Everyone is really part of the whole creation of Seasons and is living it with every single fiber of the body. And this is why the work doesn't seem like work we all put in. It's like, it's fun. And I think the product then speaks for itself because it just manifests. Now it just goes over into what actually is being created. So it's just fantastic. I don't know,
100%.
Paul. Yeah. Paul, do you want to say anything about the vision, like Seasons in 1, 2, 5, 10 years?
Yes. I see us guys above, not the near. I see us above and the biggest fintech companies in the 5 years, in the direction of the 5 to 10 years, because 5 years realistically it's strategically vision of the 5 years for every company is like a good numbers to be and to deliver ourselves, as what I say, to the unicorn level. That's what I see us there, and the unicorn level. I don't say and like predict any exact numbers like billions or how many billions exactly, but I see us there because who knows how the inflation goes in the 5 years, but I think the unicorn levels will stay there. Like, I don't know, like for me, it's a goal and it's dream that I have right now. So yeah, I see us there, guys, and we'll be there.
Nice one. Nice. Shilzi, since you write a lot about Seasons and you're diving into yield in general, where do you see Seasons?
Yeah, same thing actually. In within that time, I we will make sure that we don't have to, everyone knows about us, but we would at the same time still like to keep explaining what we are building from the ground up, because also we expect new people, more people to come in and discover us at the same time. So so it's a parallel thing where we want to reach, and it would be the greatest thing to for us. And yeah, and the way we are headed, we know that, like, we do very deep kind of work. So yeah, that talking about all that would be where I kind of see us. And obviously the numbers are going to be great, no doubt about that, but numbers we can never tell.
Exactly. Good
Nothing
one.
personal, but I see our headquarters in Switzerland. Yes,
Oh,
remember
yeah.
That would
this.
be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yes.
we can feel already.
Mountains, among the mountains.
That's
Yes.
already being built as we speak. I would go, in case nobody else wants to add something, I would just move on to the next question, which is, what is your favorite part of seasons?
Carol, before we continue on this, if I may please,
Mhm.
Alex joined the call, and I believe we should give him a moment to hop inside and to talk a little bit about what he sees, what he knows, how he feels
Hey,
about
Alex.
being involved in all this.
Hey guys, glad to be here. So I want to start from a small introduction. So I'm in crypto from 2017 and in DeFi building space from 2021. And in 2021, when I first discovered DeFi for myself, I fell in love because I have some experience working for some fintech companies, but DeFi, how it's open, how it's creating new kind of opportunities. This was driving me crazy these days. And DeFi was evolving for this years. Actually, a lot of new instruments appears. And what I love most in seasons is that actually we're building a new paradigm here, a new kind of yield sources appearing in front of our eyes. So this is something that can drive and would drive the entire market. So for me, an ability to create something big, something new, some new kind of blue ocean is what's getting me up from my bed in the mornings. This is the first thing, and the second thing, to be honest, like I've been building like different multiple projects, and it's always nice to think like what we can achieve in 5 or 10 years. But this is not the point. The point is the team itself, and I do believe of 100% that the team is awesome. Like Andre's beautiful mind is creating this concept, and all the other guys, like they're working very, very hard. And I have no doubt that in 1 month or 1 year, something will change and we will adapt and we'll create some new kind of structures, new kind of yield possibilities. But the point is that the team itself, this is what is really matters for every project. This is like the fundamental. Project can evolve, it can mutate, it can go to like other directions, create new upcoming trends and so on. But the team, what is actually doing this, building this, and as guys were mentioning before, what I also love that the concept is really proven, so it's bulletproof. And for 1 month, in my humble opinion, we do have like relatively great results in terms of the market conditions and stuff. And this is just the beginning. So in 5 years, in 10 years, I definitely see that numbers will go closer to the billions, as Andrew was mentioning. And this is, as Chelsea was mentioning as well, like what we all need to focus on right now to build such a product that will be very, very easy to understand it by the common folks, by the common people who will be joining the project. So in terms of production, the design of the apps, of different um, features inside the seasons, this is like the greatest approach that we all do have. And I really love the energy. So the energy is really, really great. I mean, like we were talking about one feature and like in a couple of days we are just delivering it. So this is like really, really nice. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you for that. Yeah, Caro, now
Yeah.
on with your questions.
Maybe Alex, we can, since you were talking already, I actually leave it with you. What is your favorite part about Seasons? Apart from the energy, what you just mentioned, like from the actually the product itself.
My favorite part is that, as I said, we're building something extremely new, something that wasn't created in such a way on the DeFi market. So for me, it's like one of like, this is the North Star for me to create something new. It's like, I don't know, like Pendle created new kind of markets, like DeFi created a new instruments, and people are really using it. It's not, instruments for making new instruments, derivatives, making new derivatives. This is something very simple and which can be utilized by like common people. I mean, DeFi is very, very complicated, and when I first got into this like sphere like 2021, I was educating myself for like months, and then when we start building like decentralized applications, I was going like diving deeply, talking with the guys who was actually building smart contracts, what you can do, what you cannot do, and this is like very, very exciting. But for regular people, maybe it's a little bit overwhelming. So what DeFi, what crypto in general is lacks by this moment as well is the simplicity. And I believe that Seasons can bring this simplicity in terms of yield aggregation for the like regular people who doesn't know about crypto and DeFi so deeply. They're not the degens, they're not super involved inside, but they will still have this like opportunity to gain very decent yields. And this is like what I love most.
Super. Shilzi, what is your favorite part?
Yeah, so I think I would just keep it to the point here in the sense that a lot of projects, many projects in crypto, they are inventing unreal problems that are actually not there and creating a marketing around that problem and trying to attract users or whatever you call it towards that narrative, right? But that's not something that we are doing here, and that is very important for me, and also something that I really like what direction our product will evolve into, and how we will grow. That's a separate question. But the thing is, yield itself, if you look at it, it is one of the most important factors in the global financial economic landscape today. We don't understand it often. We don't look into it that way often, but it's a real force, and it's a real problem, a very real problem that everyone is facing in some capacity or other, whether they are involved in DeFi or not. Anyone who has money is, affected by yield and yield systems in some way. So I really enjoy and like and think it is very important and find it very meaningful that we are solving existing crucial problems in that space, which allows us to make a real kind of impact on people's lives, like improve it in real meaningful tangible terms. And then obviously as a creator, as a marketer, I can talk about it, I can help people understand that. So I think that's what is most important for me and something I like the most.
Super. Yuri?
I don't know what to add. Yes.
Talking about interest rates, guys, the markets push us to keep it very simple in accessibility to our product. So yeah, Jerome, thank you so much.
Not Jerome, just everyone around. It's global.
Yes, I agree 100%, guys.
I have it on my hand before I give it back to Paul and Andre. I have it as well, that simplicity, exactly what Alex was saying. Many people get lost in that space. And although you do want to do something, you want to grow your assets, for example, they don't know how to do it. And it's like so difficult for people to actually get into it. And so I have one saying that is like constantly, like my saying as well in my usual life, is keep it simple, but keep it genius at the same time. So go all in, but keep it simple. And I think Season brought it to the point. And as it was mentioned before, Andre really put a brilliant idea into simplicity. And that is like the hardest thing to do, to wrap it into a simple thing that has where every single person on the planet all over the world has access to. And this is what Seasons is. So we keep it simple. And the next point, what I really like about it is that everyone is always has their own assets in their own control. Everyone can leave when they want, they can add on when they want, and they do not have to trust a third party or some kind of back office where they never know, am I actually be able to claim? What happens when my lockup time is over? Will actually my assets still have some kind of value? We have erased all of that. So everything is free, and freedom is is the most important thing. Health and freedom, like in general life. So I think this is what Seasons has done, and this is what I personally like most about it. And as it was mentioned before, that there's no fake hype built around that, because the product speaks for itself. It might take a bit longer until everyone actually understands how good and how simple it is. And then time will show that we didn't need all that hype. And not to have that hype actually gives myself, my mind, such a peace of mind, and it just feels very good. Andre, what's your favorite part?
I've never been asked to identify one thing I like the most. I mean, as somebody who's on the building side of things, the thing I like the most about the project is the creativity to actually build this to be more resilient rather than constantly having to rely on some other external party to make sure it's sustainable. It's much more reassuring to know how we set things up, the types of way liquidity pools are spun up, the different types of assets that are included into the distributions, all of these things, being able to guide them away from again, my personal antithesis to crypto is centralized exchanges. No matter, I understand the users they bring, I get but as somebody born out of the hellfire of crypto, I'm very anti-sex. I'm very crypto native, and to me, it's a relief being able to build on chain. So I guess my favorite part is that we're actually able to build it fully on chain.
Paul, anything to add?
Yeah, besides of simplicity, and I want to add a couple of words. Of course, it's as you mentioned before, that people really can feel more freedom here in our season. So they don't need to put out their funds or stake it somewhere, or like control and put uh, uh, too complicated things about it. But there is, as if and when we spoke about simplicity, there is the only on the surface it looks like very simple, but it's not, because there is a lot of algorithms and a lot of mechanics behind of it. And there is a very, very cool for me personally that some people, because honestly, I had one conversation with the dev. I don't want to name the community on it, and we just start talking about seasons, and they, because I personally want to join their community to expand our community and to bring value to them, and maybe to ask some help from them. There is community of devs, and this guy realistically asked me some like questions about, hey, there is you guys, this is like very, very, very simple. And he is literally told me that, hey, I can build it in one evening or something like that. So he didn't realize that the real simplicity and the all mechanics behind of that. And that's a different part that also motivates me. So there is, yeah, that's actually is. It was, I was honestly inspired. I was, yeah, inspired by this.
Good. I might move on now in a bit of like a ping pong session with Andre here, just to keep the answers now. I think we can keep them short there, more technically. Why did you choose Solana to build on, Andre?
I think it's the Wall Street of blockchains. I believe all of the financial infrastructure is going to move there for its performance capabilities. I'm not, even though I'm pro decentralization, understand what the word decentralization actually implies, and I would rather have 1,000 reputable megacorps dealing with the resilience and like redundancy of data than having 20,000 Ethereum Raspberry Pis from who knows where running around. So it's about the actual mechanical infrastructure underlying it, the performance of it. But that's a very boring answer. The other side of the answer, honestly, there's a lot of assets, and I'm certain that moving forward, as more and more of the world tokenizes, Solana will be capturing a larger and larger portion of all the tokenized assets. I'm not talking about some random meme coin. I'm talking about everything from RWAs to meme coins and beyond. I believe Solana is going to capture most of it just because of performance alone.
Great. What makes Seasons different from other yield protocols in a nutshell, if it's possible?
Where we derive where we derive yield, how we capture it, and how we distribute it. That's what makes it different. We derive it directly from the transaction. So the logic is wholesome and it's a closed loop cycle. So it's self-sustainable. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy that's reflexive. And at some point, it just is able to carry itself without having to have any oversight from any kind of operators. Namely, once it gets handed over to a DAO, these three where the yield comes from, what makes the project unique is ultimately what helps it sustain itself.
We have mentioned already a couple of times now the dashboard, which Yuri is working on, and well, many others are working on that. So the community is asking, some know already, some have seen already a little dummy, and they're all super excited about it. When is the expected first version, maybe, of the dashboard being available for the community to connect their wallets? Roundabout
6-7 years from now. Thank you for asking.
At least.
Realistically, we can release a dashboard in a varying time horizon. This all points back to how ready our data is and how quality the build of the dashboard is. There's dashboards that are pre-built and already that we can buy, like pre-created scripts. We're choosing to build from scratch, so then we retain a more flexibility in where this goes over the long term. I'd say if anybody's actually vying for the analytics that come with the dashboard, I'd say I'd be expecting sometime Q2 this year. One exact month I can't tell you, but Q2, be prepared.
Mm-hmm. Then a question came up. Everyone is already happy that we are doing AMA sessions, which everyone has access to, but the community wants to see us as well in flesh. So they were asking, in case we are doing any kind of events or attending events, will we be informing the community beforehand so they actually have an opportunity to meet us live?
No, we're going to stay in the shadows. We're going to tell them after the fact. Yes, of course. That's how this project is built and why none of us are anonymous, why we like to do the whole person-to-person touch as much as possible anyway. So absolutely, I will even give a foreshadowing that during one of the industry's largest annual events, we're going to be hosting a side event. No specifications where, besides the Dubai, make your own derivations, what event this might be. We're going to be hosting side events, and then we're happy to invite the more the merrier. Please come. Happily, always.
Last question on the list. How is the current yield distributed? We understand payouts are 2 days of yield twice a week. When can we see higher volumes or more frequent payouts?
The structure of how yield pays out plays a huge role in helping balance the game theory for nodes to actually be aligned with the project. So how it's currently structured is twice a week payouts. We on purpose do not put a concrete time and to the millisecond because that gives some flexibility and avoids any kind of attempt to game theorize around the trades of yield accumulation, yield distribution, so that there's removed that misaligned incentives from even the assets that we're paying yield out in. If they know we're coming in to buy at this exact moment in time, they're going to be trying to manipulate the markets to have so we do this specifically into this structure. The more concrete it gets, look, I am personally not a fan of forcing frequency up. I'm more of a fan of increasing the size of the distributions by compressing some of the other days. And the backlog, again, it becomes the backlog of yield that's paid out becomes that same present that people are waiting for and retaining their nodes. If people just got everything instantaneously, that plays a role. That also creates malintentioned actors. It creates less lifelong relationship with the assets, and crypto is full of people that don't care about the life, whether something is sustainable or not. They just want the number to go up and get out. So it's about actually breeding this proper behavior. And you'll notice that, I'm not name names, whatever, you can use fancy names. A lot of the most successful strategies are all based around patience time and patience over the course of time. Whether that be a strategy like dollar cost averaging, where you're increasing yourself over time, or you're thinking about any kind of successful per individual or entity. I don't want to name them because it's a little overhyped, but to just look at their performance, how they actually find their approaches, and that's how yield distribution was psychologically, strategically implemented in Seasons.
Perfect.
No more questions this time. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I actually do want to wrap up the call because we are in much longer than expected already. And I think we have touched on so many things. We have introduced parts of the team already. So I personally just want to say thank you for everyone first being interested in the product, being part of the product already. Stay tuned for more information, and thank you to the team who has joined and talked and showed a face. So I'm excited. I will stay excited. I will keep building Bull Bear. We don't care. I close up every call like that. And anyone else want to add anything to wrap up this call? Paul?
Let's go. Just keep building, guys. No need to waste more time on just the talks. Yeah.
Back to work.
Back to work.
Back to work. Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to work.
We spent half a more hour than we planned. Come on.
Bye, everyone.
Peace, love, and prosperity. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.